What's up, y'all? It's Illuminati G, and today we're breaking down lyrics and concepts from my new album, EXP.
In your race, soon as things go sour, you gon' slam your cup and screw your face. Life will give you lemons to make lemonade, so take a taste.
Basically with that, a lot of times in life, things don't really go your way. And, you can sit there and complain and you can pout about it, or you can take your experiences that you go through and you can, make it something positive and learn from it and, progress in life as opposed to just sitting there and being stagnant. The music thing seemed like it wasn't going nowhere. Maybe I wasn't going in the right direction or I wasn't putting the money in the right place. But so many people just give up when it comes to their passion. And I figured that, it'd be a disservice to myself and my family and anybody that look up to me or, get inspiration from me to just quit just because, I'm not at a certain place at a certain time. I just learned to make the best of my situation, and just keep pushing because success is different to everybody.
I ain't have no hat or umbrella for my rainy days. Had to learn how to cope and properly release my rage.
Basically, in Detroit growing up, we all go through a lot of different things. And with me, I lost a lot of people early. We did a lot of wild shit growing up. And nobody had like a therapy person or, a counselor to go to just kind of vent to. You just had you and your homies. So, over time you might have picked up some bad habits or you might have had some habits along the way you wish you could have, switched up and did something different with. But, as I got older, I realized that music and, making music was one of the ways that I was able to channel a lot of the things that I went through.
I've been running out of patience. I feel like a mental patient. I'm a slave to my creations. I created hell I'm living in.
So with that, it's kind of like taking responsibility for the things that you create in your life because life is based on, all the decisions that you make. Whether, it's people in your life that had a hand in what's going on or not, you still made that choice to be around those people or, take advice from people, whether you thought that person was a good reference or they was a bad one, but you decided to try to get what you could out of it. Everything you do in life is a choice that you made. So, if you living in hell or you living in a fucked up situation or a good situation is mostly because of, or really it's all the decisions that you made in life. So you just got to live with the decisions that you made and make better ones as time go on. Yeah, because anything that's going wrong in my life is got to be from something that I did, whether it be with work or with, family life or personal life, whatever the case may be. If it's something I'm not liking in my life, 9 times out of 10, I'm in that situation because of a decision that I made.
Trust can only help so much. The car and drive, but I feel stuck. Tank been full of gas and I ain't crashed, but I've been down on luck. I'm living wrong, shit ain't been right. I've been dwelling in the night. Edge Lord, you can't take shit from me without some type of fight.
A lot of my life takes place in the dark. After I get off work, I'm going to the studio, or if we got like a video shoot, or if we got some music-wise, or you got some sort of event to show up to. All that takes place in the nighttime, and that's where a lot of times I get to sit and just kind of plot my next move or think about what's going on and, kind of just go over things. Or I get home late at night and 2, 3 in the morning, I'm sitting on the couch and just thinking like, damn, like, how I'm gonna make this better, how I'm gonna, get to the next level, like what's currently going on that I got to deal with. So as far as the edgelord, man, if anybody know me, I say what's on my mind. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I live a life on the edge, but it's damn near close, man. I ain't super dangerous because I got kids at home, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Like that's me. But as far as can't take shit without a fight, anything I say, I stand on, you know what I'm saying? And anything I want to do, I want to do it. So if you trying to take that from me, like I said, you're gonna have to put up a fight for sure.
You gotta wear the pants, you can't let them pop or smurf you. I'm a grown man, ain't gotta argue about no curfew.
Yeah, in any situation you in, if you a man, you gotta wear the pants. You gotta be the one to set the tone, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be the one to basically say what it is or what it isn't. You know what I'm saying? You can't be no pushover or let somebody take you out of the mind frame you in and second guess yourself, you know what I'm saying? And if you gotta do what you gotta do, and it's something after dark or after hours or something, and you can't be arguing about that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get what you got to get done. Like, you got to focus on what you got to focus on first and foremost. And if that's going to be an argument, then that's just going to be an argument. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't ordinary, bitch, I'm extraordinary. Y'all niggas dead weight, what a pallbearer. Y'all lying like Brian when he fought the bear. Y'all try to shy away like it's true for dare.
Yeah, so basically, man, niggas be in the way a lot of times, man, from engineering and producing. Like, you kind of come across a lot of what I call weekend rappers, or, you know, people who not really doing this for the love. They're just doing it for the, you know, for the clout, basically, or, you know, everybody else doing it, so you doing it. Y'all dead weight. Y'all got to kind of move around so the people that's really trying to do this shit can do this shit. And then, like I say, y'all lying like Brown when he fought the bear. We all know Brown be fabricating all type of bullshit to kind of make himself look a little bit better. So, you know, like, that's what niggas be on, man. They be clout chasing, they be in the way. So, I tell people all the time, man, when I'm making good music, I'm always in my '07 Kanye mode. So I draw a lot of inspiration from the music part, you know, of his career. And when I was making that beat originally, I didn't have those vocals on there. It probably came like a week after I finished. And I just heard it. That was like one of my favorite songs, Good Morning, and then Diamonds from Sierra Leone. And they both had Detroit references in them. So, you know, I took that, and then, you know, it made sense when I put them on there, you know, and put it with the beat. So I took that, you know, and just made it to what it is. Even with local artists, or, you know, if it's a major artist, any artist in general, when it comes to making music, I don't like just throwing whoever on the song. You know what I'm saying? If we in the studio and there's 50 of us, everybody can raise their hand and say, gee, I want the verse. I'll tell everybody no if I don't hear everybody on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I might just tell one person, like, you, come on, give me an 8, give me a 16, give me a hook, can you do my ad libs, or whatever the case may be. But I'm real kind of particular and picky about, you know, my songs and stuff. So anybody that's on there, I had to hear them in my head first, you know. And if I just got to apologize to you afterwards or explain to you why you didn't make it this time around, it just is what it is. You know, that's just the way I work. It ain't nothing personal. It's just I got to hear it in my head. Everything got to sound like a masterpiece to me. So that's how I work. Yeah, man, Garden is even though it's no lyrics on it, that's one of my favorite tracks because it's real ambient, you know what I'm saying? And when you look at the front cover of the album or whatever, it's the garden. But if you picture people in there like having like I ain't gonna say a picnic, but like a gathering, you know, everybody talking to each other. And basically everybody is sharing experiences with each other, and you can hear that talking and that chatter in the background. And it just fit the aesthetic of the whole album in general, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can just, you know, get together and just share that with each other. And that's what it sounded like to me when I was baking. And I was like, yeah, this sounds like some shit in the garden for sure. Real classical. Not really. I think everything else was kind of self-explanatory. I didn't get too double entendre-ish with it, or, you know, too crazy, because I wanted it to be something that everybody could listen to. You know, it wasn't just something for super hip-hop heads or, you know, super lyricist lovers. Like, if you was a regular nigga that listened to only all Detroit shit, you'll find something that you'll like, you know what I'm saying? It might not be club shit, but you gonna hear something there and make you be like, damn, I fuck with that. Like, this nigga, yeah, okay. Like, I rock with that. Actually, you can find the album EXP on all platforms. Apple Music, on YouTube, on my YouTube page, Illuminati G Beats, Tidal, Spotify, every DSP possible. You know, it's on TikTok and Instagram. If you want to make your reels with it or whatever the case may be, it's everywhere. So yeah, just stream that, download it. If you feel cool, buy it. You know, it's only $8.99, I think. So